You're renting, they are renting. So make sure the numbers are right before you pick up your bag and go. Initially, it's hard to know or find, especially if you've never done it before, if it's going to be your first time. So you might take a low blow assignment for the first time, but with time you know, because guess what? It's happened to me. But with time, you're interacting with other travel nurses on the job. They are sharing expert opinion. I told you I met people who've done it for 17 and 20 years. They tell me what to do and what not to do. And I like to learn from people. So yes, you would know with time, because time will teach you the hard way. And then you can negotiate better your second, your third, your fourth, your fifth assignment. Housing search. The biggest problem, if you ask me about travel nursing, is housing. Where am I going to stay? And how much is it going to cost me? Is it a remote area? Is it a busy city center? How is housing like in that city? Don't just accept an assignment. You want to know how housing is like over there. Are there fewer houses? Are people renting their houses? Do you have to stay in an extended stay? Roaches. Do you have to stay in a hotel till you find housing? Is it hard to find housing? And if there is housing, how much is it going for? If you take an assignment in the middle of California somewhere, maybe SoCal, and the housing is outrageous, and the assignment is $2,300 a week, and your housing is about $2,000 for a little small room that you're going to share with 2 other people, the numbers will not make sense. The math is not going to math right. So you want to know what housing it is, where it is, how much it's going for. Do you want to share apartments? Are you somebody who can share? Or do you want your entire place with your kitchenette, your bathroom, your shower, all to yourself with your private entrance? If you want all these ones, the prices will obviously be up. But if you want to save a lot, you have to share. That's why smart people do what? They buddy up. We have 2, 3, 4 friends who go together on a travel trip. So they go and get a whole 4-bedroom house, and then they split the cost. In real estate, you know, the more rooms you have, the cheaper it becomes. If you're renting 1 bedroom, it's pricier. But if you add an additional bedroom, the difference is just like $100, $200, something like that. So you can get, instead of getting a studio for $2,000, you can get a 4-bedroom for $3,000, and 4 of you will split it. And then you can share housing, you can share transportation, people share food, you cook together with your friend, your sister, their mother, daughter that travel. I've met a lot of that. Their husband and wives that travel. I've met a lot of that too. There are 2 friends that travel. Shout out to my friends and my housemates. We ended up sharing housing. And that's how you save costs. Doing it alone these days doesn't pay. The pandemic is over. It's been over 5 years. The rates have gone down from $10,000 a week to $2,000 a week if you're lucky. Especially in the South, it's like $1,900, $1,600 a week. So if your housing is $2,000, $3,000, you might as well go staff or stay at home till the numbers change or till you find somebody you want to go with. If not, you're gonna be doing what? Hustling backwards. You wouldn't make the numbers make sense. Your bills would overpower you. So housing is a big deal. People use Airbnbs, Furnish Finder, I use that. People use Variable, Booking.com, any sort of housing, Craigslist. I'm always afraid of that. So Furnish Finder is the most platform that nurses use. Furnish Finder, people use that platform a lot. Landlords, they are pretty verified. So hopefully nobody scams us whilst we are on it. But if you're able to figure your housing out, you're able to negotiate the housing price by having a travel buddy or going to a place where the pay rate is good and housing is cheap. In the middle of winter, because Alaska or somewhere nobody want to go, some are actually offering free housing and they fly you out there because nobody want to go to Alaska in the middle of deep winter over there. So you see the numbers are big and it's coming up. The numbers because it starts coming up right now as we do this video. And then they offer free housing because nobody want to be in the middle of an attic when it's cold, you know. So if you can negotiate your housing, the biggest of your problem is solved. I think housing is the biggest problem because I need to be able to stay, and some of us cook. We don't eat out, we don't buy food. So I need to have a kitchen to be able to cook. a place to store it, a refrigerator. I can't do hotels, I can't do extended stay. Airbnb will be charging you like 100 a day. I can't do that. So I need a place I can cook and store food and save on food as well. I need a place close, proximity. You want to find a place close to the hospital as well. You want to find a place that you can either commute by walking or riding a bike or using a scooter or driving to. You don't want to have to wake up 2 hours before a shift just because you're finding cheap housing in some back end over there in the middle of nowhere. You want a reasonable commute. You want to be able to go with your car if you can. Some people rent car, but you can be there for 3 months. Most of the contracts are 13 weeks and 26 weeks, and you can negotiate to do 2 more extra or whatever you want. But you don't want to rent a car weekly for 26 weeks. That is a lot, and you might as well not go, just stay home. So transportation is a big deal, housing is a big deal. So make sure you mitigate that by getting a housing that is reasonable and closer to the facility that you're going to be working at. Pack up, how to pack up. How long are you going for? Sometimes you might end up going there, you like it, and you have to renew. How far are you going away from home? How many flights? 2 flights. I did one recently, it was 2 flights that I took. I was in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Portland, Maine. Shout out to my Portland, Maine crew. I did that for 6 months. Just got back not too long ago, and I enjoyed it totally. But I went in the middle of winter, obviously, January to July. So how long are you going for? Sometimes you would not anticipate. I'm just going to 30 and I come back and you end up liking it, or the numbers go up, so you end up staying, or your situation change at home. So it's like I can do extra 2 weeks, 3 weeks before I get a ride back or get a flight back, or somebody's going to pick me up. So you want to pack your necessities. If you cook, you want to get your cooking stuff. Most of the places are finished with cooking, blender, pots, pans, spoons, but you want to get your own little things as well. You want to get your comforter, your duvet, your bed sheet, your pillowcases, because I don't like to sleep on whatever is already there. I don't know how many people have slept there on it and what happened. So you want to get your own sheets. And grocery you can always do when you get there, but it's good to be mobile. I've done an assignment before without my car. Not end well. I had friends that gave me rides, but you just restricted. You can't explore the city because, mind you, you're going there to make money, but at the same time it's vacation for you. You're going to explore the city. There are things you want to do around. It's a beautiful place, and then you can't be renting car every time. You can't be borrowing people's car every time. So it's good if you can drive your car there, or you can ship your car. I've done both before. Drove it, ship it. Wow, thinking I have a ton of experience from doing this, huh? Yeah, the shipping was expensive. They didn't pay for it, but some people might pay for it based on how we negotiate it. So pack up the things that you need. What is important to you? You need your laptop, obviously your phones, your charger, your food, grocery. If you have unique food styles that you might not get, you can order them and take them with you. If you like to dine out, that's good. Just basic supplies that you can be comfortable in the bed and also have some peace of mind even though you're away from home. It's very hard. Whew. It's very hard to be away from home, working somewhere in the middle of nowhere. You don't know your neighbors, you don't know anybody at a job. You just drop from somewhere and just boom, I'm here to work. And it's hard. So network, right? Make friends, meet people. There's some travel nurses at the job that you network. You see some orientation. Sometimes you're the only one. Sometimes you make friends in your house, and I've made a ton of friends from my past housing experiences. I was in a house recently with this girl who would not say a word to anybody. Even if you say good morning to her, she would not reply. Mean nurse. So yes, just be careful out there. Day 1 orientation. Normally day 1 is about the hospital, the culture, the staffing issues, where to park, where not to park, where to get your badge, where security is, where cafeteria is, what the hours are, if they have CNA, how many they have on the floor, if they have a respiratory on call, if they have radiology on call, just basic stuff. And then they let you go onto the unit or the floor or the ward based on whatever you call it, and then they tell you this is the floor, we have 20 beds, this is our storage room, our connectivity room, this is where we keep our oxygen, this is where we keep this is where we keep this. Over to you. Then you are on your own. Some places are friendly and they have a binder that they give you, the numbers to call, the codes to the doors, nursing resources to reach out to the nurse manager's number and charge nurses and other professionals of the allied health team, and where to find what. Some of the staff are friendly and always eager to help. Some places don't have nursing assistants. Some places have one for the whole unit and that person calls in. So some culture, you have to do your own vital signs at the beginning of your shift, and then at the end of your shift. The CNA or BCT will only do it in between. You do the first and the last. Some places you have 3 patients, some places you have 4, 5, 6, 7. I've had 7 before. And you have to know all these things. And also, what they tell you when you do interview with the manager before you sign the contract or whatever is not what is really happening on ground. Don't tell them I told you. They say, oh, we only give 4 patients. You show up there and you have 6 patients and you're already in it. What if I get there and I don't like it? You can quit. Some people, it's best to give 2 weeks notice, but some people can't just take it. It's just unbearable and unsafe for your license. So you quit right there and there, and it might go on your resume. It might not be a good look. Sometimes you can come back to that facility because of how you walked out. The job is termed abandonment. So try not to do that. Try to suck it out for 2 weeks. Or some places say, okay, 1 week notice, and then you walk away if you think you are unsafe, your patients are unsafe, and your license is unsafe. And you can also file a complaint, an anonymous complaint for patient safety when you walk out of the Joint Commission will love that. Yes, so with time, I'll take all these one by one. When you're looking at contracts, what you should be looking for and what you should not be looking at, what you should not be saying yes to or what you should say yes to, housing, various options, and how I navigate a platforms to find housing, reasonable ones. There are apps, there are social media platforms, there are Facebook pages for travel nurses, a ton of them, for travel allied health techs, for CNAs. You can actually ask somebody who is going to Plattsburgh, New York. You see people say, I'm already there. Reach out when you get there. I'm already going next week. I'll see you there. Who's looking? I'm looking for a housing buddy. I'm looking for someone to go on hiking with. I think Gypsy Nurse platform, people look for, I'm going on hiking tomorrow. I'm going to see people, anybody around want to go. And people end up showing up and people end up having a good time. It's always good to go with somebody on a travel assignment. I've done all before. Going alone, going with people. And I've seen the big difference. Going with people is very good for your mental health. Good people, by the way. And it's been helpful. So that's just travel nursing one-on-one. If you're a nurse who is interested in travel nursing, you can reach out to me. I have the same name, Priscilla Kuma, on Facebook, Priscilla Kuma on Instagram. I have a TikTok. I'm not too active there. I have an X account. I have a YouTube channel. My consult, usrnpathwayconsult, has a channel as well, UPC. We have a website, www.usrnpathwayconsult.com, and register there if you want to be a nurse in USA. You want to get your license in USA. You've tried, you failed, and you want to navigate. The state has rejected your documents. Your evaluation is not going through. There are so many corners and puzzles that we will normally bring together for nurses who have attempted it on their own. Information is changing very fast on state websites, so make sure you research and then reach out to us and we'll be helpful. We have our phone numbers there. One of the US WhatsApp numbers is strictly WhatsApp, text message only, and I'm quick to reply those. So yeah, take care and thanks for watching. That's a lot of talking. Hopefully this was helpful. Share with others. Please subscribe, okay? Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Ciao. Adios.